Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to the channel. Today I'm going to be bringing you around with me while I do a few different tasks here at the shop. One thing is I'm finishing up a bunch of stealth Wolfgangs, a whole batch of them for customers right now. So I'm going to be assembling a couple of them. And then I think by the end of the day we'll have 4 of them hanging on the wall in the house. When guitars are starting to get assembled, I usually bring them into the house so they don't get covered in dust because the shop gets real dusty. So as I get them assembled, I bring them in. Let's go ahead and head in the house. I'll show you what the display wall is looking like right now for the customer guitars and finished guitars section. And then by the end of the day, it's going to look a lot different. So we're going to be taking a couple down off the wall, putting them in gig bags. And then up on the wall, we're going to have a sick display of Van Halen style striped stealth guitars. Oh, hello, Claire. Meow. Alright, here is the current lineup for the work in process and ones that are almost finished or being assembled right now. Of course, I brought the star in because we had an open spot and the star looked so cool on the wall. I had to throw that one up there. We have my personal Frankenstrat, the blue to purple burst Frankenstrat. Love this one. It's got LEDs inside it that light up under the clear pick guard. Then we have the quilted stealth MM1, the OLP. Got a mini series here on the channel for the exclusive members, the premium content. Then here we have Kelvin Stealth. So this one's just about ready to go. We're finishing up the case for it right now, but there's a classic Wolfgang standard right there. And then we have the 1993 Jackson King V, navy blue with white crackle on it. And this is the one that you can buy off GuitarGuts.com and choose your own pickups and bridge. So that's why there's no pickups in it yet. So whenever it sells, the customer gets to choose. Do they want just the stock bridge and the stock pickups and save a couple bucks, maybe upgrade it down the road? Or they can have me put in like EMGs, Seymour Duncans, really whatever they want. Whatever bridge, a Goto 1996 or a Floyd Rose original, whatever, you know. And then I'll put it in and the price, you know, will reflect the parts that we use on it. So really sick guitar though. It's got the matching headstock up there, King V standard from 1993 with rosewood fretboard. 22 frets, bolt-on. It's going to have a Iron Age kill switch with a dark blue LED in it right there, and a 3-way toggle switch. So some awesome guitars. Like I said, by the end of the day, these 3 spots over here are going to have stealth Wolfgangs, so we're going to have to find another place to put these ones. But luckily I have lots of gig bags and stands and things around. I have a video that shows my whole collection, but here's a little update on it right now. So we got the Takamine Acoustic Classical, the LTD AC200. It's a 2002 model, I believe, with the quilted maple top and just awesome acoustic guitar. The Jackson RR24Q. We got a couple LTD MH1000s. Love those guitars. Got the Edwards ECY165 CTM and a 1993 Jackson Dinky Reverse. So great lineup. I love these things. These are my favorite. These are my go-tos. But then over on this side of the room, we got my old trusty LTD B104, 1998, made in Korea, of course. We got the Epiphone Explorer, 1984 model. We got the classic Gibson 67 Flying V reissue. And then these are my 2 OGs. These are the guitars I got back in junior high. And I've had them for, it's like 20 years now or something like that. Since, actually, maybe even more. No, yeah, something like that. 20, 21 years. They're both 1998 models, both made in Korea. We got the M100 with the bone breakers in it and the original Floyd Rose. Some EMG switches, preamp, and a phase inverter. And then here we have the Les Paul Custom Epiphone. It's got the kill switch, the headset. So that's my little black guitars section. Down here I also have a headless 8-string. That's a, I think, is it a Legator? I don't even remember if it's actually a Legator or not. Yeah, it is a Legator, and it's got that flip-flop paint job on it too. The color shifting, so as you move around, it's got like a glitter look to it, and color shifting. That's crazy guitar. 24 fret, fan frets, multi-scale, headless. It's got a GuitarGuts signature knob on there. Super awesome. And then somewhere in here I also have a 12-string acoustic in a gig bag. that Charvel Star in the house is actually going to be refinished, and I'm going to be keeping that one. I have another one out here, the exact same guitar that I'm rebuilding for a customer right now. So it's the one that I showed in a vlog a few weeks back, and it actually, somebody saw it and they wanted it real bad, so it went quick. I have another couple guitars out here that will be added to the collection, I believe, but one of them's an LTD Aero 401. It's a neck through HH model LTD Aero with a Floyd Rose. Super awesome. And then it's kind of hard to see, but back there I got the LTD 1998 Explorer that I bought and started featuring on some videos, so that thing is going to make a return soon. That thing is going to be staying in the personal collection. And I believe there's one more. Oh yeah, and I have an MH1000, another one over on the stand over here, that's going to be getting a crazy finish. I've got it planned out. It's something I thought up a couple years ago, and I found that guitar and said, this is going to be the guitar with that finish, but I'm so busy with customer builds that I don't want to spend... That finish is going to be very involved with lots of vinyls, different techniques, crackle in some spots, splatter in some spots, lots of clear coat, probably some cutout vinyl that's going to stay under the clear coat like a headstock logo would. So that guitar is going to be crazy. I'm not even going to start that one until I can dedicate a fair amount of time to it. Got 3 more out here that are going to be somehow be fitting into that room. I'm not sure how I'm going to fit them in because I'm running out of space on the walls, but we'll worry about that when the time comes. All right, now we'll be taking down the Charvel Star to make room for the second Stealth Wolfgang. 2 down, 2 to go. By the end of the day, we're going to have 4 Stealth Wolfgangs up there. And I wanted to give you a little update over here on some of the game stuff. Remember on one of the last vlogs I was showing you guys, I got a couple VCR DVD players for free on Facebook Marketplace. I picked up a bunch of Dreamcast and NES games. I'm so into NES games right now because of that. So I wanted to show you guys a couple of the things that I've kept and some of the things that I've sold to try to see if, you know, I said I was going to sell off some of the games that I bought in these big lots to pay for the whole lot and then keep a couple and build a gaming collection for free. So here's what I've sold so far. A couple games there. Haven't quite made my money back yet. There's like 2 NES games, 2 Dreamcast games I've sold. So far, I'm going to keep Crazy Taxi for the Dreamcast. But I still have these 3 games left. This one's like $70. This is a super expensive game. This is a game that's above $40 here. And then here, this one's almost worth nothing. Just sold Tony Hawk's Pro Skater that I got in that Dreamcast deal, so that's just going to add to that total. Over here, I picked up a bunch of these games. This game is awesome, Dream Master. Definitely keeping that. This one's only worth a few dollars, so maybe I'll lot it up and sell it for like 20 bucks with a couple other games, but it's worth like $7, which means I'm going to get like a buck after selling it, and it's not really worth it. It's not a great game, but it's also, you know, for a buck, might as well keep it around. Ninja Gaiden, I still haven't tried out. Need to try that one. And I really want to try out these Castlevania games. I tried them real quick just to see what they're about, and they look like these are super awesome. They're highly, highly rated games. So I'm going to hold on to both of those. I think I paid $110 for like, what, 11 games? And these 2 alone are worth more than $110, or right around there. So that was what I was expecting to do, was sell those 2, kind of pay for the whole lot, but instead, it turns out I'm keeping a bunch. So I went through my drawer and I sold a bunch of other games and things that I had bought over the last year or 2 that I haven't played at all, and figured that could help build the game collection some more. So that ended up paying off most of this stuff. And then I got this game, Dragon Warrior, which is an old school RPG from like 1986, 1985. It's an old game, maybe 1988, I don't know. But this game was really fun. If you're a fan of old Pokemon games, Pokemon Blue, Yellow, Red, very similar style RPG, top-down view. Very fun game where you level up, and it's like one of the first real JRPG games. So similar to like a Final Fantasy or something. And then this game, Star Tropics, which is another similar game. They're both a little bit like Zelda 1. That original Zelda, the top looking down view with fighting enemies, and you're on a long quest, and that's my kind of favorite game. So I actually got the ROM of this. I've been playing it on my 3DS, which I have like all the different ROMs on, and this one's on there too now, so I'm not going to sit out here in the garage for hours playing these games, but I can't wait to start playing this one more. I'm like right up to the last boss on this, and I'll probably beat it today or tomorrow. So 2 really cool games if you're into Zelda 1 to check out on the NES. And by the way, both of those VCR DVD players did sell for like 30 to 35 a piece. So I got those for free, and that, I guess that helped pay for a lot of these games too, since I'm not going to sell as many as I expected originally. I do still have a few for sale up on eBay, so I can expect to make a little more profit back from those ones. But now I've just been addicted to looking for NES games because they're so cheap. You can get sometimes for as little as $5. Like this Star Tropics game, I got it for like 20 cents. It was on auction. The auction was going out. I just paid like $7 after shipping. And what a great deal. $7 for an old NES game. I mean, if you can get them in a lot where you pay like 20 bucks for like 7 of them, that's a better deal. But for like $5, man, you get a lot of entertainment out of these things. And $5 these days doesn't go very far. It's a gallon of gas. And to be able to get a cool classic NES game is just, that's one of the things I love about video games. They're a lot cheaper than guitars. To buy a $1,000 guitar every week doesn't make sense, but you can buy a bunch of games each week, spend like 30 to 40 bucks.
Now we're back to assembling some stealth Wolfgangs. And now Wolfgang number 3 is ready to go up on the wall, so the Frankenstrat is coming down. And another Wolfgang goes up. At this point, we got one more to go. And now we're on to assembling the 4th and final stealth that we'll be doing today. I am working on another stealth for my buddy Maxim, but we're not going to be including that one today.
Alright, stealth number 4 is partially assembled. It's ready to go up on the wall in the house, so let's go throw it up there, and then we're going to open up this Peavey. I think it's called an HP2. It's like basically their version of the Wolfgang that they're still making today. We're going to pop that thing open in just a second.
And now our stealth wall is nearly complete. We'll get the King V out of the way and put up the 4th stealth Wolfgang. These are all for people who saw the episode of Trash to Thrash where I made the first stealth Wolfgang, and they all wanted one of them immediately. So we found them some used Wolfgangs out there on Reverb and eBay and Craigslist and Facebook Marketplace, and repainted 4 more of them. Now let's check out that Peavey HP2.
All right, look at this beauty. Beautiful flame top on it. Man, that is awesome. It's got the contoured top like the Wolfgang Specials or the USA models. This one's got a Peavey by Floyd Rose bridge with a black D-tuna. We got the kill switch in there. We have some type of metal covered neck pickup, 3-way toggle switch, volume and tone down there, and then like a standard open coil, both direct mounted pickups. 22 frets with the truss rod adjustment down at the heel. And of course it's a Peavey with what looked like, not ivory, like a pearl tuners on it. Really cool. Totally something that you'd see on one that Eddie would have played. And then this is the paint job we're going to be doing to it. So, blue with black and white stripes. And a matched headstock. So this thing is going to be awesome. This is Brian's guitar, I'm pretty sure, and yeah, Peavey Wolfgang. The first Peavey Wolfgang. It's not really, I guess, a Wolfgang, but it is, that I've done yet, so really cool.
Ever since I was a kid, I loved these Peavey Wolfgangs. I actually used to have one of them hanging on my wall, a picture of one, not an actual one. I love the headstocks on these Peaveys. It's so nostalgic, even though I love the newer headstocks too. Yeah, this thing just brings me back. Even though it's not an official Wolfgang, like I was saying, it is the same exact body shape, and this is the original company that Eddie designed the Wolfgang with.
So that's going to do it for me here today. Appreciate you guys watching, and I will see you guys in the next video. Rock on, my friends.